Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Valentina. I'm a makeup lover and I like to test makeup products that look good on my acne texture skin and last all day. And in today's video, I'm going to test this new palette by Natasha Denona. This is the new blush and highlighter palette from the My Dream collection. This is what I have on my face and on my eyes. And I'm also going to show you how I created this makeup look by using some of my favorite makeup products. So, if you like what you see and want to find out more, then keep on watching. In my last video, I've used this Glowish by Huda Beauty Blur Gem Primer for the first time, and I want to use it again in today's video and give you some updates for this one. So, after my last video, I've used this primer again with different foundations, and I have to say that I really like this one. I like that I have a very smooth application of my foundation, but also I found that my foundation lasts longer when I have this primer on. So every time I have this primer as a base, my makeup look flawless and last all day, like look the same all day. I don't get shiny throughout the day. So I really like this primer so far, and I'm going to use it in today's video. But if you want to see a first impression for this primer, I definitely recommend you to check my last video. So I like to take like this amount for my entire face. And for my foundation today, I'm going to use this Chanel Water Fresh Complexion Touch. I've been loving this foundation with this primer as a base. Like, these two together makes my skin look flawless, even, natural and fresh. So it's something about these two that really work together. And also this foundation lasts longer on my skin when I have this primer as a base. And I have this foundation in the shade B10. Next, I'll move on to my blush, because for today's video I have a new palette to test, and it's with blush and highlighter. So for today's video I'm going to test this palette by Natasha Denona. This is my Dream Cheek Trio with blush and highlighter palette. I've already tried the eyeshadow palette by Natasha Denona, my Dream eyeshadow palette, but I haven't got the chance to test this one. So for today I'm going to test this palette with the blush and the highlighter. This will be my first blush that I try by Natasha Denona, but also my first highlighter, so I'm very excited. So this is how the box look like. Let's open it to see how the palette look. And this is how the palette look. Very pretty, this palette. We have a cream blush, cream highlighter, and a powder highlighter. I'm very curious to see how this powder highlighter will look on my skin, because it looks a little bit too dark on the pan, but we will see. So I want to try everything first on the back of my hand to see the texture and the color better. This is the blush. It's very creamy and has a cream to powder texture, very interesting. This is the cream highlighter. So all of them has a very interesting texture. I don't know how they made this, because it's very powdery, but it's a cream blush. I'm going to use this one on my face, but also on my eyes today. So I'll move on and test this on my skin, and I'm going to start with this cream blush, and I'm going to apply the blush with this 127 brush by Zoeva. I'm not going to use a bronzer today. I'm just going to use this blush because I really want you to see how the blush look on someone with fair skin. So this will be my blush and bronzer for today. So this is how this blush look on my skin. I think I've used a little bit too much because a little goes a long way. So keep that in mind that this is very pigmented. But I like the color, like look at how gorgeous this color is. I'm going to use my foundation brush with whatever is left from my foundation to blend out the edges. So far I'm very impressed. I also like that it's not enhancing any texture, which is great. And here I have the cream highlighter on. Has that glass skin type of a finish, which I like, and it's also not enhancing my texture, which I really like. Next I'm going to apply this one over this cream highlighter just to see how is the finish. Okay, because I have a wet base, this powder highlighter look a little bit weird on top. So I don't know how I feel about using this powder highlighter over this cream highlighter. I have something weird going on here. So maybe they are not meant to be used together. This one on top of this one, I don't know. I'm going to apply the powder highlighter on this side. I'm not going to use the cream highlighter as a base. My skin look very cakey in here. I could definitely see the highlighter sitting on top of my skin. I don't know how I feel about this too now. The finish is a little bit weird on my texture skin, like now the texture is very visible. But the cream blush I really like. So I will leave my skin for now and I will move on to my eyes because I also want to use this palette on my eyes. And as my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use this DIOR Backstage concealer. I will also use this concealer on my under eyes after I finish with my eyeshadow. And to set my concealer, I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. So I also want to use this palette on my eyes, and I'm going to start with this blush on my crease. Okay, very nice on the eyes too, this blush, very pretty. Next I'm going to use this highlighter all over the eyelids. These two look very pretty on the eyes, so I'm very impressed. Next I will take this Natasha Denona My Dream eyeshadow palette and use something from here to create a wing. I've used this eyeshadow palette a few times on my channel and I have to say that I still love this one and use it almost every day. I think this is the most gorgeous color from this eyeshadow palette. But today I want to use this Familia as eyeliner. I think this one will look pretty, but if it's not pigmented enough, I will use this Blackest Black on top. Okay, this Familia is gorgeous and very pigmented. It's a very nice brown shade that could also be used as eyeliner. Next I'll use again this concealer on my under eyes. And I'll set everything in place with this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. And And I will also use everything that I've used on my lid and my lower lashes. I'll also use a little bit of this Familia on my lower lash line. And I'll finish with this powder highlighter on my inner corners. I'm going to apply mascara and something on my lips, and I'll do this off camera and I'll be right back. So this is the finished makeup look. For my mascara, I've used this Sephora Big by Definition. I've used this one many times on my channel. It's very good. It's like my high-end mascaras, but affordable. I still use this mascara and I really love it. So this is what I have on my lashes right now. And on my lips I have this Sephora cream lip stain in the shade Marvelous Mauve. I love the color. I like how my lips look with this one and how long lasting it is. So I highly recommend this one. It's affordable, but very good. So final impressions for my new palette, this blush and highlighter palette by Natasha Denona. These are the first blush and highlighter that I tried by Natasha Denona. I would say that my favorite from this eyeshadow palette is the blush. I love the color, I love the formula, and I love that the blush is not enhancing my texture, but I also love how nicely this one blends on my face, but also on the eyes. I was very excited to try a highlighter by Natasha Denona, but right now I'm not very impressed about these two. From far my skin look very pretty, like a glass skin type of a finish that I really like, but up close everything is a little bit cakey in this area. I think you have to set your skin before you use this highlighter, because it's a powder but has a very creamy texture and feels a little bit wet. So overall I like this palette just for this blush because it's amazing. If you want to use this palette on your face but also on the eyes, I think this one worth the money. But if you want to buy it just for this blush, I'm not very sure. So I definitely have to test this one more to see how long lasting it is and how I could make the highlighters work on my skin. And I will update you about everything in my next video. I would love to know if you have this palette and if you like it, and also if you like the finished makeup look. I like how my makeup turned out, but I would love to know your opinion in the comments down below. I want to know from you guys what other makeup products would you like me to test next, and makeup tips from you and so on. So let's chat in the comments down below. But that's everything for today. I hope this video was helpful and I hope that you like it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also ring the bell to be notified when I upload. I post every week, so make sure to hit the notification bell. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!